Okay, I'm here. Um, how is everyone doing? I hope you're doing great. I hope you're having a great time in your life right now. I hope you're getting the information you need. And I definitely hope that you're catching my videos and you are receiving what you need to receive. I wanted to talk to you today. I want to address something that's quite important to me, and I want to see if I can make it important to you as well. I want to bring something to your attention, hopefully to shine the light on it so that you can see what I see and see how the universe see things, okay? And so one of those, the thing that I want to address is dealing with animals, okay? I want to talk to you about animals, and foremost, cats, okay? I love animals, I really do. I have a great love of a heart in my heart for them. And I'm moved by the affection that they send out to you, even though most don't notice the energy that you can receive from the animals and how much they can do in your life. In many ways, they're really good, especially cats, they're good stress relievers, you know, if you ever under stress or anything. And they it's just so much more than what they appear to be. You know, I'm sure dogs are like that too. I've just never owned a dog, and so I don't really know how dogs are, but they all are in my heart. I care a lot for them, so much. I hope that in the future that I can do something to make a difference, okay? So right now, I want to make a difference now. And the difference I want to make right now is how many I see thrown away, lost, just homeless on the trail, fending for themselves, you know. I want you to know that cats are domestic, okay? They're domestic animals, they're not wild animals. Cats survive out there, but that's not where they belong. They don't belong thrown away and just put out as though they doesn't have a soul. Everything has a soul. Everything does. You may not think that because of how you view life and how you see it. You know, you don't have the full grasp on life. And I know you don't, because I haven't at times in my life before, up until now. And life has so much to see and so much to give to you. It takes you more than one lifetime to really know what life is all about, to really get to know what life is and what is the meaning of it and what is it, you know, truly is. What is it spell out to you? What does it really means to have life in you, to be a living being or a living soul? What does it mean? What does it mean? And for the lack of love for yourself, many people don't, and I can see why. It would cause you to do the unlovable things to others and to yourself, and it's to animals. because the lack of love for yourself. Self-love. Self-love makes the bigger difference in the overall of existence in every way of life. Self-love makes the difference in how you see others, how you interact with others, how you see the planet itself, how you see the growth and the non-growth, how you view life as a whole. Self-love gives you a broader vision on how life is formed, how it exists, and how you are existing, and how you should exist as, a whole being on the planet, being connected to the all there is. Self-love is one of the greatest energies that anyone can withhold, possess, enter in, allowing, becoming. And many of you have not ever experienced self-love because you have been shown or taught, or you have learned the ways of those who rule over you, who have taken control over your life, who have put you in life ways of evolving and horrible conditions of existing in. And I say that lightly because there's so much more to that analogy. There's so much more to it. There is such a deep place in knowing why certain things happen in your life versus another. There's so much deeper meaning to that. Why is my life going this way and someone else's life is maybe, shining a little brighter or not shining a little brighter? And mine's maybe not shining a little brighter or shining a little brighter. However you use as a measurement stick. It's not good to measure yourself against another, but we all need an example or clarification, or we need a witness of more than just one witness of what we see. We need to have something outside of the one thing in order to identify what it is that you see and how you perceive that you see. Okay, you need examples. You need other perspectives, other people. You need to look at how another being perceive that you perceive, and how you perceive it versus how they perceive it. Okay, so you really need to have those measurements of something outside of how you view things and how your perspectives is, okay? In order to know the right way of dealing with it, the situation, the best way, the greater way to handle something that you are dealing with, you know, situations in your life, you know. So you shouldn't just go by your own perspectives, and don't just go by your own way of you know, your how you was raised up, or how you grew up, or how things were when you were at a certain place in life, or were not at a certain place in life. Always find 2 or 3 other things that correlate with what you are dealing with as a situation, to find the correct measurement or the balance in that thing that you're dealing with. Okay, so self-love will cause you to view life in a whole different way, and you'll begin to see that there is more ways of seeing things than how you have seen it, or how you have viewed it. You know, how you begin to you know, give it merits, credit, you know, to how you merit it. If you don't just take your own opinions or perspective of how you have things always been, how you always seen it, or whatever, it's good to look across the fence, okay, and see how someone else has dealt with a certain situation such as what you're dealing with, okay? Don't just take your first instincts and just go unless you know how to be in tune with your intuition. I don't say intuition because words are spells, and sometimes we say things that is more of a killjoy to your life than a upjoy, you know, uplifting. So you want to take heed to the words you say and break them apart, you know, into syllables, and kind of look at them and consider what they're really saying versus what, you know, how you say it. What does it really mean to be independence? Okay, what does it really mean to say intuition? Well, the IN is the trick, and has been put on the end of your words to form you, keep you in a loop of something, okay, and not seeing what you're really giving your energy into, what you're putting it in, you know, not seeing how you are interacting with that particular holiday. Even all holidays have a greater meaning to it than how you see it. Remember, there's 2 sides of the coin. Always keep that in mind. There is 2 sides of every coin. So there's 2 sides to everything in this dimension. You got, you know, you have a negative and a positive, and that's always there. And which one do you gravitate more toward? How do you know? How do you know where you at in your status of, you know, living or viewing life? How do you know unless you do find another example or 2 other examples that is in the same life direction, or the same journey, or the same way, that can give you a more different perspective on things. You know, it's good to even ask someone what is their perspective, but don't ask those who have what you would call it, have a I don't want to say malicious, but they may have another alternative, and giving you advice or giving you their perspective, and it's okay even if they're in the negative, even if they are a negative being. It's okay to hear their perspectives on it because you want to, But don't take things verbatim as what someone says. Just don't take people as their words, you know. Always find more than one, as I say, 2 or 3. When you find the 2 or 3 and it lines up, then that's when you know you're more in the balance of finding the truth of something, okay? That's how you can know where you're at, and seeing it in a more positive and negative way, okay? Always get 2 or 3, even if it's negative or if it's positive. Hear 2 or 3 others give you their perspectives and how they see certain things, and you find balance in that. You line it up, see how it fits with your situation. Then you take those 3 and you look at them and you ponder on them, and you go with your decision and how you can make what you need to make on that, whatever you're dealing with. You know, and sometimes we have to make a head over heart decision and dealing with certain things, and sometimes we have to make a heart over head decision if we can't bring them together. Okay, so and you want to find peace in that when you do. So you know, it's a terrible thing that we have going on the planet today, for a lack of self-love, and it has been going around for a long time. It has been in your existence of living, and in your overall of existing as a individual or as a people on the planet, you know, because of lack of knowing, lack of knowledge, lack of not knowing how things are. Kind of been dumbed down a lot, been put into a world of ignorancy, and you have accepted that as it is, and as life is to be, and you allowed your life to go on in those same ways, okay? And you have been, you know, a part of this negative viewing people or life itself, existing of life, and you have been in separation. You've separated your life. You've separated on how you view the overall existing of living. You have, you know, you either took one side or the other, because we pick sides, and we shouldn't pick sides. No, we shouldn't. Don't pick sides, because when you pick sides, you don't see clearly. You can't see clearly when you decide to choose a side. Okay? Always stay in the balance of things. Always try to find balance in everything. Don't take sides, and then you can have a better view when you don't take sides. Okay? You know, that's how we can get ourselves pretty tripped up that way. We lose out, because once we choose a side, we hold ourselves back from growth, or from moving on into something much greater, much better, much higher. Because we've chose a side, it keeps us stuck. It keeps us from growth. It keeps us from being evolving into something much greater and much better. It keeps us from totally analyzing our life and seeing where we at, and how much better can we be, how much greater can we be. So it puts a stop on your growth in life. when you start to taking sides, okay? So always try to stay in between there, stay balanced, okay? Never take sides, because you can be put out the pasture like that, overthrown in life by taking sides. You can miss out on the greater vision of life by taking sides. So don't take sides. Stay in the center, balance, okay? But so I want people to view your actions different than have you been. If you have an animal and you can't take care of it, and you went and got it from somewhere, or just somehow it landed in your life, however way it got there, I want you to begin to look at every option that you can find. I mean, don't just consider one option. Look at all options before tossing the animal out. All options. Because what you think and how you may see that animal, universe don't see it like that. And neither the source. And you are bringing harsh judgment up on your soul when you just toss an animal away like that, not considering what you are doing. How would you like that if someone did that to your own child, if you have one? Even you. How would you feel if you just, all the doors closed in your face and you just had nowhere to go but out to the woods? Fend for yourself, some sort of way, the best way you know how. What, and kittens, I see kittens a lot. Kittens, you know, how does that move anyone? How do you view that? You just throw the kitten away like it's don't have a life, it's not breathing. Is it breathing? And any animal, I want to really impact you about that, because you don't see life as you should see it. You don't think. You don't. You really don't. And many of us don't on this planet. We don't. Because you've been so far in the mind. Mindful. You've been just unlearned. And you live foolish, unthinking. You know, monkey see, monkey do. You see others do, you do it. When are we going to stop? When are we going to clean up our bad ways, our learned habits? When are we going to clean them up? When are we going to find the better solution, rather than to continue doing the same things all the time? And the low vibrations, the low negative way of seeing or living or being or acting, all of it. When are we going to finally come to a greater way of viewing life, seeing life to be and something that's more valuable and highly lifted up in the eyes of the source? Something that is greatly valuable in all aspects. Like I say, I have an issue with bugs. I do. You know, it's always the little things that get me. But bugs, I don't know why I just don't like bugs. And I'm working on it. Now, if they're outside, because that's where I think they belong, I don't think they belong in the house with me. You know, we got two different lifestyles here. Your home is outside. as far as I am aware. My home is here, inside, okay? That's why we build shelters, covers, placed out of the environments that is more harsh to our life, our existence. So I may have to kill a bug when it's in with where I'm at. I don't like it, but I don't want to live with it, So I'm working on that. But I am considering the overall before I just, not continue to work on that and finding how to see the bug different, and it's all how we see it, how we view our perspectives. And I am really trying hard, because I want to have a greater perspective on the insects. And I do. However, we all have certain little things, but it's all in your perspectives. So if you will not just go and get an animal and just after you have it for a minute or two, don't get the animal. If you know that you're not going to keep that animal and you already know how you are with animals or whatever the case may be, even if you don't know, don't experiment with their life. Their life is valuable, and just as your life is. And especially cats and dogs. I don't know how dogs are. They're not wild either, are they? So you don't just throw them away. Don't just toss them out. It's not what you're supposed to do. I don't care if you don't have any other way of dealing with it, then you must find a way. You must take responsibility. It's almost like in the universe, when the universe, a source, either one, however you want to do it, but as source is, and which is all, and how the source sees things, okay, source give you what you want, because you ask for it. And source co-create with you, and help you to create that you want. And once you create it, it is yours. And you are to maintain it, manage it, look after it, and all that. You can't just throw things away. And so this is kind of like what happened to cause your planet to get screwed around, and you with it. This is what happened. They created something they didn't like how they created it, and they decided to just throw it away. Get rid of it. But you can't, especially when you make it, when it has a soul. You just can't. I don't care how you made it. You made it ferocious looking as ever can look. It still had a soul. You can't just throw it away. That's not how source works. You just can't. And if you do, there's consequences. So I'm asking you, we must find a way, and every possible, before we toss those animals out. I am really wanting, and most likely I will, to do something to prevent such thing as that. Because I know how it works. Self-love is a big problem on the planet that we are on. Self-love is one of the greatest issues we have to work through. Emotions, all of that goes into the self-love. Because you've been trained to be a certain way in life, to feel a certain way, to see life a certain way. And you've been trained by dogmatic entities, beings existing outside of your planet. But marched into your planet one day on your homeland and decided to overthrow you and take you out of your own existing surroundings and how you lived and how you encountered life itself with you and the planet, and how you, evolved in the way you wanted to evolve, not how someone else wanted, how you wanted. And they decided that your way was not the way they wanted you to be. They wanted you to be like them, which was very chaotic, unloving at all, none. They wanted you to be like them, not like you, because your way irritated their ways. But this is your home. It wasn't their home. But what they wanted was to take you and make you be their home and their life, and you be under their control. And they would use you for source, for a resource, for energy, resource, food. They eat you. And if they're not eating you, they're eating the energy that you put out. And as long as they could keep you in a way of chaotic life, living, evolving, then they would evolve off of your energy. And they could keep you that way forever. And they could live forever on your life, energy. So I have a solution about the animals. Do me this favor. Do this for the animals' sake and for all. I don't care about the shelters, the animal hospitals. I don't care. I don't care what they think, what they feel. I don't care. I don't care. What I will say to do. They don't agree, but I'm asking you to do it. I don't care. What are they here for? Okay? We understand. I really understand how they are created and what reasons they're created. They're not totally created for the animals' sake. I can tell you that. Not totally. But they created something and they must attend to it because it is under the corporation, even though all corporations is truly just about the forming of the corporation, keeping the corporation up and moving and going, and keeping that, flow of energy into the corporations and the societies and all that, associations and all that crazy stuff. That's all they're about, okay? They're not really about the created job that they have created, or the business, or the company, or what it says that it's for. It's not for that. A lot of things happens behind the doors, behind the mirror, or you know what I'm saying? They have the storefront. It makes you believe that it's more of this. And so they're for you when they're really not. Like in your fire departments, they're not for you. All your fire alarms, all that stupid, ignorant, crazy shit. That's not for you. They didn't create it for you. They created something to give them more leverage in their company, their corporation. You think it's a fire department, it's for the people. No, it's a corporation. It is. Because your whole country is a corporation. At least it was until now that we have tearing it down. We're taking it apart. We're dismantling it. And we're giving it back to the people. Not for a corporation. Okay? And they have their ways on how they had done that over many years. And you wouldn't live by it, you've been a part of it, and you thought nothing of it. You thought that's just the way life was. And that's not how life is. What goes on behind the door will really give you some surprises. You really begin to see things a different way if you only knew. You know, fire alarms and all that malarkey was not created for you to save your life. It was created for them to have another way to drain money out of you, to go with their business, their corporation. See, you don't know that they can do a spell. They do spells 24 hours, 7 on your life, on your existence. All them that is in the associations, the society of life, of making rules and regulations on your life, has a way of doing behind the door, in the dark, out of your face, but in your face, and yet behind your back, getting you to think one thing when it's really something else, completely, totally. Because what is a corporation? And Rod Hayes explains how it works, what they call all laws are commercial laws, something on that sort. And you have to get this video. Maybe I'll find it and put it out for you. I may already have it, but I'll get it on how it works. It's not none for you. None. Pharmaceuticals, none of it. It's all a hoax. All a hoax to get you to stay in the low vibrations of living and existing, all while they're using your energy to do their rituals and spells and to do all kinds of crazy stuff to keep you under their control so they can harvest your energy. As long as they keep you in a low vibration of existing, they'll always be harvesting off of you. And they already keep you dumbed down so you don't know what's going on in you, and they already know you're not going to go and look, find the information. They already know that. As it says, put. If you want something hid, put it in a book so niggas won't find it. Because they don't think the nigger's going to go read. And you're not a nigger. That's what they call you. But they the niggas. But they want you to be a nigger. And you call yourself a nigger because they say you're a nigger and you accept that. Because you think you're black people. You think you African Americans. All that dumb shit. And you're not. And you're not. You're gigantic sovereign beings here for an emotional experience in life, to truly experience contrast. Contrast, go look it up. Research it. That's what you're here for. Okay? And that's how you always was here for, to do. But at one time, as Rod Hayes says, you could ascend from above, from another dimension, ascend down to this dimension, come in, experience the experiences, and then descend back. But due to fuckery, other entities deciding to take control completely over your life, they did something to entrap you so that you would not ascend. Not only just ascend that way, but ascend back to your true self, period. Always stand in a small mind, small way of believing, living, and existing. Never been coming back to your God self again, because they want to keep you believing you're human. and that you're a made straw man entity that they done made up to be you. When to them, you are considered a dead vessel, dead at sea. Lot of lies, just lies, lot of them. But it's going to take you to get your head out of your ass and go research, look things up, find out. What does that mean? You hear something, you don't know what it means, go research it. Don't just throw it away. Don't stay ignorant when you are, and you know you are. Become wiser to what? To everything, to life, to existence, to living, to the whys, the whos, and the wheres. That's how you're going to get out of here. You're not going to get out of here, but ain't nobody coming to save you. I'm telling you that right now. Ain't no saving. Well, you think that, but that's not that's the dogma, the lies that they got you to believe. And some they don't even go by. You know, like they lock you up in these dumb cages on this planet, get warrants out for your arrest. Why? Because they got to feed the corporation. They don't give a F about you. And as long as you allow them to continue, they will continue. Once out for your arrest, who are they? You know, they are not under your corporation. They under the UN corporation. Police people are not hired by your country. They're hired by UN and brought over here to rule over your life, because they were created by other beings, entities outside of your world, from another world. They call slave catchers. Go back, as far as you can go. Like I said before, if you really want to know, go back past 1490, or whenever that, I think it was 1490, when the Christopher Columbus person, whoever he was, the demon being came down from another planet, dimension, and bombarded your life and bogarted on your planet and took over your whole world of existence by creating a government right in front of you without you even knowing it. And you was thrown off by the corruption that, you know, the rookie that came in on your life. All of a sudden somebody just busts in your house and start just taking your life over, just saying, you know, this, that. What are you going to do? You like, what? You know, you stunned. They already had killed your chief, so that, you know, you didn't know what was going on. So you went on with the okie doke. But so I want you to take the animal. I don't care. Because they're not going to just do what you do if you leave it on their doorstep. You got to do it when they're there. Wait till they're closed. And take it like you do babies. Put it on their doorstep. And leave it there. Even if the baby got out, if the kitten got out, that's the kitten's problem. You know? The kitten needs to stay in the box. But try to make it safe as you can. Do your best. But take it there and leave it on the doorstep of the shelters or the hospitals. I don't care. Even the hospital with the humans. Leave it there. Because they are more safe to find someone that's going to at least make sure it's not just thrown out in the wild. This is just so unfair. human of you to throw them away as though they mean nothing. And they should mean more than you would see your own reasons of why you even have it. Why do you even have it in your possessions? I don't care if the cat had babies or whoever had the babies. Just don't throw them away. They're not. Wow, they're domestic. And they deserve you, who should know better, who have the upper hand. What can they do? Can they defend themselves? No, they can't. Because you are the human, they're the animal. They're 2D, you 3D. What did that say? Who's got the more advantage? And you just throw them away like they're nothing. Just toss them out. So bad. So unhuman. Uncaring. But there's a reason for that. There's a reason for you to get to and to act like that, to carry on in a certain way of life, of doing things. There's a reason. Very much. And that reason is, it says, hurting people hurt people. Hurting people hurt people. Hurt people is more than a clever phrase. It is a sad truth. Hurt people hurt others because they themselves have been hurt. And that is the truth. There's a book on Amazon for that. Get it and read it for your own detriment of life, of growing up, or moving past those hurts that you continue to carry around, allow to exist. Because you think that's the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to hold others accountable for what they've done and how they made you feel. But that's far from the truth. Because you don't know how life exists. You don't know why you come in on the planet. You don't know the whole thing about the world that you live in. You don't know why things are the way they are. And until you know, you won't know. And until you want to know, you still won't know. You must want to know. Then you'll know. But it's been hidden, the truth, the reasons, the why, the who's, covered up with lies. You originally come in on a contract to experience certain things in life. And history does repeat itself. Okay? But so you've been hidden or you've been closed off from your true history, which goes beyond this planet, beyond this 3D. It goes into much higher dimensions, more higher conscious of living and seeing and believing and existing. So what you've been closed off from the truth of what is, and been only given what isn't, the lies. Part true, part lie. And so your true history goes beyond this planet, beyond the existence of this lifetime. You have existed in many, many other lives, and you still exist to this day. Because creation did not happen over periods of time. It happens at once. From the beginning to now, it has been still being created. So you have been existing in life